Hello, welcome to Divine Bloodline Healing TV. My name is DivineBloodlineHealing. I'm a professional image consultant, certified master trainer, yoga instructor, modern applied psychologist, relationship, addiction, and post-traumatic stress disorder counselor, with an emphasis in body language, soft skills training, neuro-linguistic programming therapy, psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. Now, on the spiritual side, I'm a Reiki master, spiritual healing advisor, psychic tarot consultant, shamanic moon magic guide, spiritual life coach, and meditation facilitator, with an emphasis in such divinations as aromatherapy, naturopathy, palmistry, and numerology. Today, we're going to talk about when the relationship shifts from dating to a committed relationship. All right. So when does dating become a relationship, a committed relationship? How would you answer this question when you know that you're dating somebody and you've had a few dates, or maybe you've had a lot of dates with a person? When actually does it become a relationship? When it comes to understanding whether you're still dating or you're in an actual relationship, there may be many different options. Some might say that after 3 or 5 dates with the same person, you're actually entering into a committed relationship with them. Others say it should involve certain words like, would you be my girlfriend, or would you be my boyfriend, or partner, or anything like that. But this would signify entering a committed relationship for them. Verbal agreement. For other people, it's the physical aspect, like relationship, or not relationship, or intimacy rather. That would signify the beginning of the relationship. But for other people, that could still be dating with no strings attached. Now, this depends on many factors: the cultural aspects, the customs of the country you live in, certain religious or spiritual factors. These things that happen in the westernized countries. So now, you might feel that you benefit from being in a good, supportive relationship. And some other people may see it as just dating, and they can date for as long as they feel like. And that could last for many, many years. Even if the person finds you to be the person that they want to date for a long time. Some might be afraid of commitment, which we'll talk about a little bit later when we go into PTSD and cognitive behavioral therapy and things of that nature. Or rather, personality psychology, what makes people run and different things like that. For many people, however, dating involves meeting people that might potentially become the long term. Dating someone allows you to freely spend time with a person, but with no promise of a long-lasting and long-term partnership. But for many people, dating involves meeting people that might potentially become long-term partners. The relationships have a chance to last a lifetime, whereas dating usually doesn't last that long. Now, when you're dating, you typically don't have the option of knowing someone on a deep level like that. That level of knowing someone like that typically comes from being in a long-term relationship or living with them. And that's why it can be so difficult to understand whether you would be happy with a person long-term. You're not spending that kind of time with them all day. But it's just that dating doesn't provide all those opportunities, such as being in those situations like traveling together, or making mutual decisions, or going through some kind of difficult time together, and then having to support one another through the process. Every stage of relationship can help you develop and grow as a human being. It also help you know yourself better, whereas dating can be fun and it can go in different directions. Either serious or unserious, you know, been there. But remember, when you're dating and being in a relationship, those are two totally different things. But they are both necessary in helping you to discover yourself as a person, as a partner, and as a lover. Neither of them is essentially bad, because the quality of bond and partnership that you create with another person will always depend on your attitude and your perspective. You might also use other terms that indicate you're dating, like, or meet somewhere in between the two, like we hung out, or we're seeing each other, or it's complicated, we're in a situationship, or we're going out, and so on. But you have to recognize when you're dating, or you're in a committed relationship, understanding whether you're in a relationship or not means two things. You want to know you want to know that you are exclusive to each other. Or in other words, you decide not to see other people for dating, and whether you're entering into some commitments and probably a physical aspect of the relationship too, if you're not there yet. Again, every couple and every individual is different, so this transition can happen over days, weeks, or months. The main thing is to keep the communication open and honest. If you're not sure whether the other person sees you sees you as someone they are in a relationship with or not, then you've got to ask them for full disclosure, complete transparency. Psychologists suggest this. First of all, do it in person. Don't text or email, because these can be misinterpreted and you can't judge the tone of voice of another person, really. Plus, you don't see the other person's nonverbal communication, which is mega important. When it comes to talking about relationships, you've got to see the other person. You've got to see one another. That's the only way you can relate. Secondly, be honest and comfortable. You might want to explain how you see the relationship unfolding and what you feel is going on before you ask the other person for their sincere opinion on it. Next, be clear about what you want from this relationship. Don't settle for what is offered. Don't lower your standards, and have a good idea of what you are hoping to get out of this relationship, short and long term. Understand that everyone has a different time frame. You might be ready for the next step, but the other person needs a bit more time, and vice versa. We will go over the questions that you need to be asking on dates later on. Now, if the person, let's say you're ready and for the next step and the other person isn't ready, this needs to be acknowledged. Honestly, communicated to one another. And there's nothing wrong with that. If the conversation is mutually honest, it should bring relief to both persons, because after that they know where they are and what to expect from one another. If you're feeling uncomfortable after such a conversation, then this might not be a good sign. And this is something that we will also discuss later on, a different episode. But next time we'll talk about what makes us different. But now, let's see what the ancestors have to say. All right. Welcome back. If the first part of this message has resonated with you, then you'll definitely be glad you stuck around. We are going to do a Celtic cross. I'm feeling that right now. And
we will see what the ancestors have for us today. So, get this shuffling. Wrists are sore from working out, but that's cool. Wrists. All right. Good. A nice shuffle on. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Ancestors, show us what we need to see. Ancestors, show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see for the collective. One. 2 and 3, 4. Like that, 5. Jumping out of the deck tonight. They're anxious to talk. Oh, and we got some jumping out. I like that. They're anxious to speak. That. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the overall message from the ancestors. What do you want us to know? The 9 of chalices. So start here. 9 of chalices overall. Dang. Bang. All right, now let's get it going. So we got the 9 of chalices to begin. The 9 of chalices. This is the knot of Iris. I'm sorry, the knot of Isis. Satisfaction, physical well-being, positive energy. That is the overall energy for the evening. Now, the start would be the 9 of swords in reverse. Now, in this deck, the 9 of swords is the blades of Thoth. Come here. Now the blades of Thoth suggest nightmares, anguish, suspicion, bewilderment, but it came out in reverse. So that would be good dreams, knowing, understanding, and that's what I'm getting, understanding. Next in the energy, the Lover's card. And in this deck, the Lover's card equals the test, the struggle between the passions and the conscience. But indecision is more fatal than the wrong choice. Examination, attempt, pact, the need for a decision, the sowing of seeds. So in this energy, the heart of the matter is the blades of thought, which is knowing, understanding. Or the Nine of Swords in reverse, rather. Now we have the Lovers as what is crossing you. Very interesting. Let's see where we're going with it. Now the crown of the matter, number 3, picking up my cards, would be the Hanged Man in reverse. Cool. Now the Hanged Man in reverse in this deck look this one up is expiation. So, devotion is a divine law from which no one is exempt. Penitence, sacrifice, reparation, pardon, transition, illumination. Upside down, stagnation. Interesting. So the crown of the matter is stagnation. Hanged Man, upside down. So then the underlying issues, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So now in this deck, the Ace of Pentacles, this is the glory of Ra Atan. And this signifies winning, success, and glory. But the underlying issues, success and glory, this looks like hands reaching up. You see that? Hands reaching. Success, so this would be failure and something coming to grab you. All right, well, number 5, the future influences are, the Nine of Wands in reverse. A lot of wand energy. So in this deck, the Nine of Wands is the golden scarab. This stands for protection, suspension, intuition of danger. So in the upside down position, no, lack of intuition of danger. Spirit is telling me that you need to be careful and you need to watch what you're doing. Interesting. On 6, this is your past influences. Your past influences are the Queen of Swords. Now in this deck, Queen of Swords is the Lady of Revenge. Difficult character, sterility, rancor, loss. And if this is your past influences, Spirit is telling me you were influenced by loss. And now you're ready. You're not playing any games right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And number 7, what have we here? Oh, number 7, we have the High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess in reverse in this deck is science. The threshold of the temple of Isis, where mysteries are only revealed in solitude. Study, wisdom, intuition, mysteries, secrets, research. So, inverted. I'm getting that secrets are coming out. No research required. It will be there. Front Street. And this is yourself. Do you have secrets that are needing to come out? Or that you're keeping and you want to release? Or is there something that you're repressing? Wait a minute. Something is repressed. And when you're repressing energy, or when you're repressing a thought or an experience, that requires a tremendous amount of energy. Which is why sometimes when you're chilling out and you're hanging out by yourself and you're having a good time or things of that nature, things seem to be going good, those thoughts tend to pop up and pop in. This is because it takes a tremendous amount of energy to repress certain thoughts. So when you're in a good mood or when everything is kosher, your subconscious says, now this is a time when everything is good and where we're equipped to handle this. So now I'm going to bring it up. Just a tidbit Spirit wanted me to share. Now your home is the 9 of Pentacles. Now that is a good thing. It's the 9 of Pentacles in this deck. Stands for the power of a tomb. Shrewdness, caution, seeing both sides of something, ambiguity. So you need to see both sides of something. That's what Spirit's getting me with the everlasting or the all-seeing eye, rather. There may be snakes in your midst, so you need to watch your coins. But 9 of Pentacles in your home, you need to see both sides of something that's happening in your house, Spirit is saying. Pay attention. Open up your eyes. Or rather, close your eyes and open your third eye and use your intuition. Now, your hopes and fears are the Knight of Chalices. And the Knight of Chalices in this deck stands for the envoy of Nephthys, which is a close friend, a lover, or a gift. So hopes or fears have to do with a close friend, a lover, or a gift, maybe a gift from a lover. Now, this person is riding on a nice horse big cup. You fear that a lover is going to come in with a gift? What kind of gift? And the future outcome, it's the Six of Cups, or Six of Chalices rather, in reverse. Now in this deck, Six of Chalices. Hold on. The Six of Chalices. It's the white crown. Intellectual and spiritual purity and simplicity. Pleasant memories. So in reverse, all of these cups are pouring out. Unpleasant memories. Unpleasant memories of somebody being impure. Nothing was simple. Everything complicated. And definitely not intellectual. All of the wrong things. It's the future outcome. So whatever you've got going on now, that may not be something that you want to look into any further. If any part of this reading resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will continue with what the ancestors have to say tomorrow. Have a good night. Be safe.